Hey guys, welcome to Iron Lotus Martial Arts. This is going to be your first actual technique of the Yellow Belt curriculum. So, in previous weeks, we've been looking at inward blocks. We've been looking at movement drills, stepping forward, shifting, stepping backward. Now we're going to start putting these things together with your inward block, a step forward, and a chop. The way that this is going to work with an opponent, as we look at Chinese Sword A, is if he starts punching towards me, this could be a straight punch, or it could be one of those wild haymaker punches. I'm going to step into that punch, and I'm going to use a nice hammer block right here into the radial nerves, okay? So we want to make sure that I strike this so hard that he doesn't really want to make a fist anymore, because we want to disrupt some of the nervous energy right in there. From here, I'm going to open up my hand, and I'm going to start that chop, focus chop right here to the throat, and we're going to use the principle of contouring as we're driving directly into his throat. Boom, right after that, I'm going to take this hand that's here in check, and I got two options. I can go up targeting to the face, or I can drop, target into the solar plexus or the floating rib. Now, I prefer solar plexus and floating rib because if you've seen a Pez dispenser, the head does one of these, and then I'm not going to have any forward momentum of my opponent. So, what we want to start seeing is as that here, we want to start pushing that opponent away and creating that point of escape. Again, in all of our self-defense techniques, you've got point of contact, which means I could not physically or verbally de-escalate this situation. This is now the point of contact. Point of control is when I am now in this phase of counter-striking and controlling my opponent. Notice I'm starting to turn my hips into this, okay? And point of escape, I need to create enough space between my opponent and myself to then cover out and run. And so that's what we're going to be focusing on. So the way that this is going to look in the air, okay? I'm going to take a big step forward, okay? Just a natural step forward. It doesn't have to be out to the side this way or out this way. You just want to go straight forward. We're going to go ahead and drop a nice hard hammering block, that inward block from our block set. What is this? Courage, right? So inward block, we're going to open up that hand and we're going to rotate all the way through with that chop directly to my opponent's throat. And now I'm going to sink into that heel palm in a nice, solid, soft bow. So let's face it this way. You face me, I'll face you, okay? And we are going to perform this together so you can see this from both sides. Step in, block. I'm going to open that hand. I'm going to turn and chop and finish in soft bow with a good heel palm to those ribs. Following along this way, stepping with our right foot, okay? Stepping forward. Got this right inward block, nice hammering effect. We're going to open up the hand, chop, and heel palm. All right, so if you're training at home, how do I want you to train this? If you don't have a training partner, train it in the air. Use a punching bag. You can chop, strike with the punching bag here, and strike straight in here with that punching bag. Or if you've got a training partner, what I want to do is I want my training partner to nice and slow punch me. Now, is that punch going to be a threat? As he stepped into it, yes, right? But if my opponent's way over here punching, there's no threat there, right? So we want to get used to training our bodies to move our head around this punch and move quickly. So we're going to do this nice and slow. Just working on the block, open the hand, chop, heel palm. You want to transition these stances all the way through, okay? So we want to, again, slow, right? And then we're going to start speeding it up just a little bit, okay? Right? We want to get used to that reaction time of seeing the punch, block, chop, heel palm. Okay, as you guys are getting more into the advanced belts with this, I want to see more of that circular motion as we're bringing this punch in, chopping, and heel palming. We want to create those circles to speed things up and generate more kinetic energy as we drive through our opponent. That's going to be a brief breakdown for Chinese Sword A. Again, let's try this in the air so you guys can follow along. We'll face right here. Okay, stepping forward, block, chop, and heel palm. That's going to be Chinese Sword A. Thanks for tuning in, and we will catch you guys on the next take.